The weekend after Valentine's, we got away to a historical B&B in Old Colorado City, and this is a really fun and unusual town to explore. I enjoyed coffee on the little balcony. I also have been working on a new knitting project, and we had fun exploring the various stores and shops like the Simpich Puppet Theater, and then I discovered there's a British shop and a tea room, and a Colorado zombie outpost. Hi, welcome to Geraldine's Super Secret Author Vlog. Sorry I've been a little bit hit and miss lately. I've been struggling a little bit with lack of energy, and then I realized that I was switching to more and more strict keto, and apparently when you first do that, your body has to switch from relying on easy sugar and carbs for energy. Suddenly you take all that away, and it takes a bit of time and adjustment before your body switches to burning fat for fuel, which gives you way better energy. And in the meantime, you might go through a period of fatigue called keto flu, sometimes called paleo flu, because paleo is very similar to keto, and they're both very similar to intermittent fasting. And it's all about getting your body into ketosis. So anyway, this on top of my normal wintertime cold weather kind of hibernation mode I sometimes get into, I've been dealing with that. So a little bit of fatigue lately, but I'm feeling better today. And I'm really being careful about being strict with the keto. I wasn't being very strict, but it's doing better. And so if you've been following me, I was talking about the Wonder Wardrobe course and the capsule closet that I am doing for spring. And I went a little crazy because I was inspired by someone else's capsule closet for spring, for a spring season, and a spring skin colored person. So, you might be fall, winter, you might be autumn or winter or spring or summer as far as your coloring and all that. And all these years I thought I was an autumn, but it turns out I actually am a spring. And so anyway, in the course, there was this one that just inspired me because I just fell in love with the color scheme. And so it's kind of a silly thing, which was I started to try and basically working on recreating that particular capsule closet as closely as I can, looking for similar items from the thrift store and all that sort of thing. And I have a few items which I need to bleach and paint and do a little playing around with. Like one is a hoodie that is one of my favorite pieces from Beta brand. It's a travel hoodie. I'm not going to get rid of it, even though it is kind of a cold green I discovered. So I'm going to warm it up. I got some fabric paints in like neon yellow and green, so I can warm that whole thing up. I tried dyeing it and that didn't work. So I'm going to try painting that. And then I also got a gold hoodie from the thrift store for $1, but realized later the gold is a little bit more of a shade of gold. So I'm going to bleach that up, try to make it more of a lighter yellow, and some various projects like that. And you can tell that I'm serious because I'm wearing my paint shirt, which I got in the SCA many years ago with this funny medieval picture on it. And has the guy over here going poop out the castle window. I've never been able to get rid of this t-shirt. I use it as a paint shirt now because I got to the point where I felt funny wearing it in public with the guy pooping out the window. Or mooning you, or however you want to consider it. So I wear it as a paint shirt now. So anyway, I have several items to bleach or paint. I have a Hufflepuff knitted vest I made, or over the head knitted vest in yellow and gray, but I want to actually paint maybe an artsy badger on it or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. I've never done that before. So we'll see how this goes. And then once I get this stuff done, I can move some of these stickers down because I'm supposed to have all these done, let's see, by the end of March. So I have one more month to get these done. Yeah.
coast, I rock it most times, no sweat. Me to you, get what we do and never forget. Now's the time, fall out of line and take your first step. Feet, five, four, funk. I smell hip hop and I want some. And I spy with my little pie. 2 turntables, spin a record so fly. Fly like an eagle or soar like a pigeon. Lay it on, tick could give you just a smidgen. A little devil do you, all you have to do is listen. Music be the movement, everybody on a mission.
One great thing about Colorado, it's nice and dry here. The air is almost always dry, so things dry very quickly outside in the sun.
I rock it most times, no sweat. Me to you, get what we do and never forget. Now's the time, fall out of line and take your first step. Feet, five, four, funk. I smell hip hop and I want some. And I spy with my little pie. 2 turntables.
So I got these vintage Dr. Martens rare blue willow design. I love blue willow. In fact, I get blue willow plates and stuff from the thrift store when I can find them. Anyway, these are my first Doc Martens and I just fell in love with these. But they are a little bit old and a little bit worn, and so I am trying out this special odor protector on it. So I put a little test swatch spray and we're gonna let that dry outside here. See, make sure it works okay before I spray the whole, both boots entirely. So for my Hufflepuff sweater, I've got a few things for inspiration here. I think I'm gonna freehand it on a piece of paper, and then when I like it, I'll put it on the sweater. So I have a few items here I can look at, and this is an amazing needle felted badger looking at the moon that I got from an artist in England. I just couldn't resist it. She also makes rabbits and other cute little animals looking at the moon like that. I probably will follow this one because I kind of like it better, and it might be simpler. And I like the browns in it too. This is a pullover sweater vest I knitted myself from my book with designs from top down. So I knitted it from top to down and then decided not to put on the sleeves because I liked the look of it being like a vest, and I could wear different long sleeve shirts under it, like my gray one or some yellow ones, or, you know, make it a variety of looks. So it just so happens that the middle of the sweater lines up, I moved it slightly, but lines up with this red line on the paper. This is not an actually perfectly symmetrical picture, but I've decided I like how it happens to be centered there. I do tend to eye these things, and it may not be exactly perfect, but I like things a little bit off or asymmetrical. I prefer that to perfect symmetry because it's more like nature. So I think I like the placement. May move it slightly to the left, but for now I think I like exactly where it is, and so I've put some pieces of tape down to secure it. So I had moved it slightly to the left and it was a little off center to what I liked it. I should have left it in its original spot. And so I decided to add a crescent moon around the face to kind of balance it out near the top of the picture. This swatch looks good. Looking interesting. It actually, I was thinking it would bleach light yellow. I guess it did there, but most of this is really white. Bleached it very, very white, but that's okay. I also have neon yellow paint if I want to dab some of that on to make it more yellowish in those spots, but that's actually really interesting. I do like how that turned out.